In a devastating turn of events, 4 journalists from Al Jazeera lost their lives in an Israeli strike near Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza City. A tragedy that underscores the perilous conditions faced by reporters in conflict zones. This incident has reignited debates about press freedom and the safety of journalists amid escalating hostilities. The victims included correspondents Anas al-Sharif and Mohammed Qreiqeh, alongside cameramen Ibrahim Zaher and Mohammed Noufal. According to Al Jazeera, they were stationed inside a tent designated for media personnel at the hospital's main entrance when the attack occurred. The tent served as a makeshift workspace where these professionals sought refuge while continuing their vital work of documenting reality on the ground. What makes this story even more alarming is how it fits into a broader pattern. Just 2 weeks prior, Al Jazeera publicly condemned what it described as an organised campaign of incitement by the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, against its reporters operating in Gaza, with Anas al-Sharif specifically named among those targeted. Following the strike, the IDF took to Telegram to assert that al-Sharif had been the leader of a Hamas terrorist cell, an accusation met with disbelief by colleagues and observers alike. Strikingly, no mention was made of the other 3 journalists who perished alongside him. Mohamed Moawad, Al Jazeera's managing editor, spoke passionately to the BBC about the gravity of the situation. He emphasized that al-Sharif was not only accredited, but also one of the few voices providing unfiltered insights into life under siege in the Gaza Strip. He was the only voice, Moawad said, highlighting the critical role played by local journalists like al-Sharif during times when international media access remains severely restricted. Throughout the ongoing conflict, Israel has maintained tight controls over foreign journalists entering Gaza, leaving many news organizations heavily reliant on local reporters to cover developments. Yet, despite being positioned away from active combat zones, inside their designated tent, the team became casualties nonetheless. As Moawad pointedly remarked, they weren't covering from the front line. Instead, he argued, the strike reflects a calculated effort by the Israeli government to suppress independent reporting from within Gaza entirely. This chilling allegation raises profound questions about the future of journalism in war-torn regions. Could such action set a dangerous precedent? And this is the part most people miss. Without unfettered access to information, how can the global community hold conflicting parties accountable? Anas al-Sharif, aged 28, seemed acutely aware of the dangers surrounding him. In his final moments, he posted warnings on social media platform X, formerly Twitter, alerting followers to intense Israeli bombardments across Gaza City. One poignant post appeared shortly after reports of his death surfaced. It is believed to have been pre-written and shared posthumously by a close friend. BBC Verify analysed 2 harrowing videos capturing the immediate aftermath of the strike. They show distraught individuals carrying the bodies of the deceased. Shouting names like Mohammed Qreiqeh, a man wearing a press vest, identifies one body as belonging to Anas al-Sharif, underscoring the personal toll of the tragedy. Back in July, Al Jazeera issued a strongly worded statement decrying persistent attempts by the IDF to vilify its correspondents and journalists in Gaza. The network accused the military of conducting an ongoing campaign of incitement, framing it as a deliberate ploy to legitimize attacks against its staff. Their concerns seem prescient now, given recent events. The IDF doubled down on its claims regarding al-Sharif's alleged dual identity, accusing him of orchestrating rocket attacks against Israeli civilians and soldiers. It cited undisclosed intelligence allegedly linking him to militant activities, including participation in training programs. Furthermore, the IDF stated that precautionary measures were supposedly taken before launching the strike, such as using precision munitions and conducting aerial surveillance. But here's where it gets controversial. Does labeling someone a combatant absolve accountability for targeting non-combat roles? Does this narrative justify endangering civilian lives caught in the crossfire? These are uncomfortable yet necessary questions we must grapple with. According to data compiled by the Committee to Protect Journalists, since October 2023, at least 186 journalists have died in Gaza due to Israel's military operations. Each number represents a human life cut short, a silenced voice, and a void in truth-telling. As tensions continue to simmer, let us reflect on the cost of silencing those brave enough to report from the heart of chaos. Should governments prioritize transparency or security? Where do we draw the line between protecting national interests and safeguarding fundamental freedoms? We invite you to share your thoughts below. Are there circumstances where the ends justify the means?